Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today we will do some rules of the congruence. Yesterday in the previous lecture we discussed about the concept of congruence, what the congruent triangles are, when two triangles or geometrical figures are said to be congruent. I hope everybody among you have gone through it. And now in this video lecture we will do some rules about the congruence. First rule is SAS rule. SAS, this is side angle side. So let us define it. What is SAS? I will write it here and please note it down while watching this video. We will set two triangles are congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle is equal to the two sides and included angle of another triangle. Two triangles are congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle is equal to the two sides and the included angle of another triangle. What does this mean? I will explain it to you through figures. We have a triangle ABC, and suppose say another triangle PQR. If take only two sides from this triangle, suppose we will choose AB equals PQ in this triangle, BC equals QR. Now take a look. AB, consider again, take a look carefully. AB, which sides we included in this? AB and BC, AB and BC, AB and here PQ and QR. Between AB and BC, which angle is included? It is angle B. So we will write angle B. Which side is included between this? It is angle B equals angle Q. So you have to choose that angle which is between the two sides which are equal to the corresponding sides of the another triangle. So this is the criteria of SAS. Suppose in among you some students might choose, suppose BC, I will show it here, equals QR, BC equals QR, AC equals PR. Take a look. AC equals PR. BC and AC, BC and AC, this side and this side. Which angle is included between the two sides? This is angle C. Here AC and here QR and PR, QR and PR. Which angle is included between the two sides? It is which angle? It is angle C, angle R. So and we will write angle C equals angle R. If this happens, you cannot the any angle randomly. Suppose you will write, for example, if you write AB equals PQ and BC equals QR, suppose, and you will write angle A equals angle P. So this is wrong. This is not the concept. Here in according, you might use, just look upon this side angle. Side angle is between the two sides. Angle must be between the two sides, and then we can say that two triangles are congruent. Again, some might among you will choose, suppose he will AC and AB, AC and AB. So he will write AC equals PR, AB equals PQ. Then their angle A is included and angle P is included. He will write angle A equals angle P. So we can say that then triangle ABC is congruent triangle to PQR. So I hope you will get it. We will write in the figure. We will just take this example, these two sides included, and this was just for your explanation. So in figure AB equals PQ, BC equals QR, angle B equals angle B equals angle Q. Therefore by SAS triangle ABC is congruent triangle to PQR. Remember one thing, it is important concept here. When two triangles are congruent, when we make two triangles congruent, then what happens? Remember, corresponding parts are equal. Each and every corresponding parts will be equal. What corresponding parts are here? Corresponding sides and corresponding angles. So here we will write these things are always equal. AB equals PQ, BC equals QR, and AC equals PR. Angle B equals angle Q. So let us choose another corresponding parts. We will write then AC equals PR, then AC equals PR, corresponding parts are equal. AC equals PR, angle A equals angle P, angle A equals angle P, angle C equals angle R, angle C equals angle R, and two sides are included, third side and two angles are always equal. This property, this is known as CPCT. What is known as CPCT? CPCT means what? Corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Remember this thing, when two triangles are congruent, when we are able to make the two triangles congruent, corresponding parts are always equal. Here by this criteria we make these two triangles congruent. So in this example we included AB and PQ, BC and QR, angle B and angle Q. So which parts we are left? This and this, it is equal to this. Angle A equals angle B, AC equals PR, AB equals angle C equals angle R. So remember, when you know, I will just explain it whether the rule is defined or not. Whenever you are asked that, for example, two triangles are congruent, one concept, one thing which immediately should come in your mind, that corresponding parts are equal, corresponding sides are equal, corresponding angles are equal. It must come immediately in your mind. So remember this concept, SAS is two sides and included angle of and two sides and the included angle are equal to the corresponding two sides and the included angle. Included angle means what? The angle which is between the two sides which we include. For example, here I will again explain it to you. We include here this side. So which angle is included? It is here. For example, here we included BC and QR, PQ and QR. So this angle is included. Included angle means that angle which is between the two sides which we choose. Included means, again I will repeat it, this angle which is between the two sides we choose. Any angle which is between the two sides we choose. Suppose if we choose this side and this side, then this will be included angle. This side and this side, this will be here again. This side and this side, this will be included angle. This side and this will be included. So in a similar way, if you have let us suppose I will again explain it to you. Suppose we have a triangle MNO is congruent triangle to RST. Suppose RST. We don't know how they are congruent, but we are given these are congruent. So which thing you must one thing which must come, which should come immediately in your mind is that corresponding parts must be equal. That is MN equals RS, MO equals ST, MO equals RT. Again, angle M equals angle S, angle M equals angle R, angle O equals angle. So remember, we will use this property again and again in your question. Whenever two triangles are congruent, by which rule? We have nothing to do with that. One thing which must come was the rule number first. And I hope we must conclude here, otherwise it will become a long session. So in the next video subsequently we will learn some more 2-3 concepts, concurrence criteria, and if you can understand this lecture very well, these two concepts are very easy to understand for you. And later, after completing these concepts, we will do some textual questions, and later we will an online examination will be held for you, and it will be reported, it will be treated as your progress. These marks will be included in your progress card, so that we can check your progress, and it will also help you to learn concepts. And because whenever in case of when the normalcy will resume here, so you won't find any difficulty in reading these concepts. Thank you.